When it comes time for you as a content creator to answer the question, Bard versus Bing, it comes down to your evaluation process based on what you need from the tool as a content creator. And this happens when you log into your accounts. You can see here that I am in my Bing account using Microsoft Edge, as well as my Bard account using Chrome. But the idea and the concept here is, or the thing that you need to understand is, you have to log into an account at this moment, at this time, that has been approved to utilize this technology so you can take it for a test drive. So this does eliminate the way that we do business as content creators, many times of opening up an incognito tab to look for basically what a clean slate, or if we were thinking as a person that has no search history, that would impact what it is we're searching for based upon the thinking, or right now how search engines work, thinking about or utilizing the profile that we're logged in as to influence the search results. Now, back to evaluating these Microsoft Bing versus Bard. Just simply getting to know them, and that's the thing right now. It's what I'm doing in this video, is getting to know them. One of the things I've started with is I ask a question. I asked the question to Microsoft Bing: who is better, you or Bard? Bing came back with what I think is quite a funny answer. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand your question. Who is Bard? Are you asking about a person or a product? Then again, over here with Bing, or with Bard over at Google, I ask who is better, you or Bing? And you can see here that Bard actually came back and acknowledged that they may or may not be better than Bing. It's up to you to evaluate which one best meets your needs, which is the reason for making this video. Now, ask it another question. How do I start urban gardening if I live in an apartment? And you can see the answer here from Microsoft Bing. And again, I asked the same question over here of Bard, and you can see the way that it comes back with the answer. Now, understand that the AI engines behind these are LaMDA and then ChatGPT, but they're both based on GPT, I think 3.5 or GPT-3. But the point and the concept here is they're both based upon the same AI engine. But for us as content creators, it doesn't really matter all the technical bits and bobs and details. We just need to know the one that gives us the best answer for the type of content that we're creating, the type of content that we're doing the research for, and the way that we can use these tools to provide us the information so we can help the audiences that we're creating the content for and give them the most value. Now, back to Microsoft Bing inside of Microsoft Edge. Of course, if you want to start over, you have the sweep button here, and you sweep it away and you say new topic and you start over. Of course, over here in Bard, there is a reset chat. You go ahead and you reset the chat. Your current chat session will not be saved, but you can view your prompts in Bard activity. So go ahead and reset. And that takes us to how are these storing the chats that we have, or the history. For Bard, it's simply you click Bard activity and it takes you into what you are used to if you have a Google account, your Google history or your activity utilizing that Google tool. And you can see here your Bard activity, and you can see all of the prompts, all of the questions that you've asked it. Over at Bing, it's a little different, or it's kind of the same actually, but you need to go to your Bing profile or your Microsoft account profile, and you do that by going to your search history inside of your profile, and you simply can do that by coming here and going to search history up here on this little hamburger menu, and then you'll see here your search history. And again, this is more of a search history versus what the Bard activity is showing, where it actually says prompted. The idea being here that the tool is a search engine. We're thinking of it, or I know that I'm thinking of it, as an AI assistant, but really it is their way of building AI into search. So basically you can ask it questions, it can go out, it can search, find answers, and then using the AI model that it's been trained on, give you that explanation. The LaMDA being more of a language-based, or being trained in these sort of defined ways to be more of a real person answering questions like a natural or a regular person would naturally answer a question, whereas ChatGPT is more designed based around giving you a response, but based upon all of the knowledge that it has and being very factual in the answers it's giving. Whereas LaMDA, and I think you've seen that to this point where it starts to make up something, Google actually calls that hallucinations for their Bard experiment. All in all, at the end of the day, when it comes down to Bing versus Bard, specifically as content creators, like we are here at 30 Minute Marketing, when we're creating content to help people or to build an audience and help them by giving them valuable information, our job is to evaluate these tools to see which one can best support our job as content creators by the information it gives us back when we ask it a question, based upon the thought process of letting it act as the people we're trying to help, and then going out and finding the information that's out there, and then us correlating that information and then presenting it to our audience in the best way that it will actually answer their question, solve their problem, and help them out. And then, of course, actually get them to take the next action for us, which is important for us as marketers, to take that next action, which is to buy a product. And then, of course, if we're an affiliate, we earn a commission, or if it's our own product, we maintain all of that revenue for ourselves. At this point in my evaluation of Bard and Bing and even ChatGPT and all the other AI tools that I'm looking at it at a very, very narrow lens of being a content creator and how the tools can help me and help you in our day-to-day activity of creating content. I hope these types of videos are helpful. Here on the channel, I enjoy making this content, and if it does help you, give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And if you have any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.